Hello travels out there. Today in this video I'm just going to be telling you guys out there about what I've been up to on my Wednesday. It's the middle of the week, so you guys know what that means. Only 2 more days until it's the weekend. This week just flies by. On Monday I went to Costa with my mum and met my younger sister who had been working and then got off to the Mondays to read a book in the shade, and then she came and then I just spent the day writing and drawing and sorting my Play-Dohs out and doing some doll photography. Then yesterday I was at college and I was doing some CV work and application form work. And then today I got ready for the day ahead and I had a nice refreshing shower and had some jam toast and a cup of tea. My younger brother and sister are off college now. They finished now. We've only got their art exhibition that's this Friday coming, and then they finished. And I got myself ready for work placement. My younger brother and sister off now, and they were having a nice blind lucky things. Wish I could do that. And they had work this afternoon, and I got my bag and stuff ready. My older sister is at school camp with her school class that she teaches, and she is having a really good time from what we've heard, and the weather has been good down there. And my older brother's in uni, and my dad's at work, and my mum dropped me off to work placement. And I was in one of those moods where every little thing just peed you off, and I was just so cranky this morning. And I got to work placement, and I got my bag and stuff put away in the staff room, and it was so sunny. My eyes were a bit sore because of blooming hay fever, but they're doing a lot better. And I got signed in, and then was putting stickers, like price stickers, on the potatoes and stuff like that. Then I was sorting out the shelves, pushing everything forward, straightening everything up, making sure it looked nice and tidy. Then I went out and was doing some deadhead picking and some weeding of the plants and flowers, and doing some flower weeding and sorting out all the plants, and was chatting to one of the colleagues about how my weekend had been and how my week of workplace had been, as I hadn't seen her for a while. And I can't believe how I've only got 2 weeks left of my college course and work placement. It has just gone so fast. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun, and today just flew by. And I was sorting out shelves and got stuff for the shelves from the storage room. We were stocking the shelves, and then it was my lunch break, and I got some nice flower snaps and a few photography pics of some flowers and stuff while on my lunch break, and then went off to the staff room and ate my lunch, treated a bit, and went onto my Facebook and Instagram and chatted to some of my mates on my Facebook. And I now know how to do Insta stories, which I didn't know how to do before. And my mum and dad, when my dad got back from work this morning, had gone off to the garden centre but couldn't come to the one I work at because they had a voucher, and my garden centre, the voucher didn't work for, unfortunately. So they went off to a different one and had brunch there and got a present for my grandma as it's her birthday tomorrow. And my mum and dad had brunch there, and they then got back. And I didn't call text home all day today. I've just been so busy. I've been here, there, and everywhere. I was sorting out the book corner a bit before lunch, did that bit, and then after lunch, I went and did some serving on the till, and I did a little bit of that before my lunch as well. And it went really well. I was surprised how much I remembered about how to use the till and stuff. And Amanda, my colleague who's training me up, has been really helpful, and all the customers have been really lovely and supportive and not rushed me and let me take my time. And I'm now a wizard here. There's still a few things that I'm not so confident on, but other than that, it's gone really well. Then it got a bit busy, so she took over and served a few people while I went and stopped at the shops a bit more. And then a few people asked me for a few things, like where a few things were, and I helped with that. But there are a few things that I wasn't sure about where they were, so I used a microphone to call the town, it's called, to call a certain person who is the specialty of like furniture and stuff, and where they work on like furniture and stuff and know a lot more than I do myself. So I called for a person, but they wanted a lunch, and you have to say colleague announcement, but I just blurted out the colleague's name. I was like, I need you to come to the desk, and I was so nervous. So I then did that again, and I was like, breathe nice and clearly. So I did it again, and then we found out that she was on lunch, but first we didn't know. So then another colleague came and helped them find what they needed to find, and I tied up the bookshelf some more, and the DVD section of the Grand Centre. There's some films and books and toys and stuff. Part of the Grand Centre where a load of toys were, and a few of them had been broken from like where kids had picked them up and dropped them and stuff. So I collected all of those and put them in the bin. And then it was the end of my shift. I went to the staff room and had to sit down as my legs were aching from all the walking and running around I've been doing, getting things to people and all the stuff I've been doing. It's been one busy day, very fun, and I'm just loving it. I'm gonna really miss the work placement once I've finished. Luckily, it's local, so I can pop up there if I'm feeling like I'm missing them too much. So, one of the colleagues that don't feel like a stranger, you can come up anytime. As I probably will, and yeah, I just have to keep an eye out because I probably won't be getting a job there straight away because of the selling off certain jobs. And a few of the people were talking in the staff room about how they've been made redundant, and so I'll just have to keep an eye out. Next Thursday, I'm going to be going to a talk at my college as a lady called Katie is going to be coming to us and helping us with our CVs and application forms and helping us get into work and help us with jobs. So they're going to be coming. She's going to be coming to our houses and like having meetings with us and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And my mum picked me up from workplace and I put my bag and stuff away, went back and I'd got my stuff together and signed out, and she picked me up. I got back and put my bag and stuff away, and my dad's off this afternoon because he doesn't work on Wednesday afternoons, and my mum and my dad had gotten some nice like hanging stuff to put up in the garden of one of a frog and some other little animal ornaments to hang up, like chimes in the garden, and also a thing hanging up by the door, the little welcome sign, and it's so cute. So I'm going to get some photos of those later on. But my phone's literally dead, so I had to put that on charge as soon as I got back. I got changed and put my bag of stuff away. My younger brother's at work, and my younger sister is home. She's back from work, and she was blasting out a bit of crying and just being very loud and crazy. As per usual, this house is very loud. Always lots going on. And my dad's mowing the lawn out of the garden and throwing a test ball for my dog Harvey. And my mum was doing some sewing and stuff, and I went onto my Facebook to Instagram, tweeted about my day, and I was stressed out because I lost a load of Twitter followers again. But I'm trying not to get so hurt by it because it's like an up and hell kind of thing. Because you gain some, you lose some, you gain some, you lose some. It's just not worth stressing about, and so I'm just trying not to get too downhearted when I lose followers on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that, because it doesn't really matter. There's more to life than social media, and I need to. This generation is so obsessed with how many likes you get, how many followers you get. Like my younger sister was bragging about how many followers she's got on Instagram, and I've not got as many as her. And I say it's not a competition, you know. And she reminded me about how I obsess with my followers, and that's why I'm trying not to obsess about things like that. But I have a very obsessive personality. I get very attached to people and certain things, and Twitter is probably one of them. And I got my bag of stuff ready for work placement tomorrow and my uniform sorted out. I have these work trousers where you can unzip the bottoms of the trousers and they can turn into shorts, and they're very fiddly to put back together, so my mum helped me put the trousers like bits back on, as tomorrow it's supposed to be very windy, cold, gloomy and cloudy and rainy and not very nice. So I'll be wearing my jumper and my trousers tomorrow and my nice big coat. So I got a mum to bring my coat, but they do have spares there. But I'll bring my work coat. And I watched some Will and Grace episodes, Supernatural episodes, and some Doctor episodes, and watched some episodes of Friends and Big Bang Theory and some other stuff like that. And me and my young sister listened to some music of Fivo and listened to a bit of Panic Disco and Kylie Minogue, Arnie Mars, Imagine Dragon, Bastille, and some other bands and singers and stuff like that. And I went and drew and worked on the newest chapter of my book and some new songs and played on my keyboard a bit. And my young sister is helping me learn some songs on the keyboard. And then we watched some stuff off record that we needed to watch and played Minecraft, and I played on the DS on Minecraft and something stuff on my Kindle, and I sorted out my office and I've been working on a new chapter of my book as it got a little bit messy, and also tidying my dogs and dolls up from when I've been playing my dog as a show, and I worked on some switch stories for my dog slash game, and my dog as a show is going really well, working on a big storyline at the moment. But so the new dolls on display and so the older dolls back in storage, and sorted the props and sets and stuff out, and I moved some of the dolls and dolls stuff around and did some Blue Tuck doll photography and painted my main Blue Tuck doll and finished sorting them out, so I put them away. And I watched some episodes of Supernatural, Merlin, Charmed, and some other sci-fi and fantasy stuff. I absolutely love sci-fi and fantasy. My younger brother's back from right now and he's gone on to his Xmas and has been very loud and crazy as per usual. And I am now off to go watch today's Home and Neighbours and then start working on the title for the newest chapter to my book. I hope you've all had a lovely week so far. Have a lovely rest of your week, and I shall see you soon with a new vlog coming very soon. Bye.